Sometimes Chrome has an issue too. Okay, now watch. It's turned it off again. So you have to start streaming and then turn on allow embedding, which is actually a fairly big problem for us because if someone comes along and the video loads and it'll produce an error, like the YouTube player will load and it will say not available. So I'm gonna have to see what the API returns in that case because we can't see inside that iframe. Um, like because it's from another domain. So I can't check with JavaScript to see if the video looks like to search for text within it or anything like that. So, but once it loads, our logic is such that it's not going to keep checking because we don't want to consume any more API credits. So I'm going to have to see, I guess that's another topic. I'm going to have to see. Well, technically, technically just once, but they have to do it after streaming. Yeah, which I don't love. Um, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I don't know if it missed it and it didn't work. Let's just see. We're going to expect one more row here, and we're going to expect it to load. Did not load. Let's check our response just real quick. Yeah, it doesn't have the ID here. It should have an ID. Okay, so I'm going to just manually refresh this, and we should expect for it to load now. Ah, look at that. Even though we've set it to, it's interesting, it was just working. Oh, did I not go back and actually do it? No, I didn't. Okay. See, it's a problem. So now it shouldn't check anymore because it's found something. So I'm highly doubtful it's going to fix itself. Yeah, see, we do. Ah, too bad. We do have a video ID. See, if the video ID was missing, then I could tell it to keep checking. But well, because it has a, yeah, because it has a video ID, now I have no logic to hook into. I have no reason to check again. Like as far as the plugin knows, it loaded fine. There's just nothing to check. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it thinks it's found a video. So now we can refresh and we'll find something. But this is a vulnerability because if somebody uh it's checking and we go live, but it's not embedded and it catches it on that minute when it checks again, then it will load that error window like we just saw, that error frame. And there's nothing we can do about it other than the user to reload the page. So YouTube is kind of letting us down here. The other problem is, it's really weird. Last week I was testing this and I didn't have this bug with the embed code. So but I've Googled it and I have seen other people have it, experience it. Um, Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, if they're using a third-party tool, then maybe it manages that embedding setting. But that also raises the question that they may give custom embed code um, to the church. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, but here's the other point, even if they are using something now, ideally, they wanna use the tool that they're using, but if they are using something, they're still gonna generate and it's going to YouTube, they're still going to generate a live video stream, and it will still work. Like, this plugin will still work. It's just again, I guess for now, I'm just focused on this embedding issue. Um, yeah, yeah. So here's someone that encountered this 2 years ago. Um, yeah. Anyways, so that's a vulnerability or a risk that we have right now. It is rather annoying, but it is an edge case. Like I said, like if they do it as soon as they start streaming, then it's pretty unlikely that someone's going to load the page between when they start streaming and when they change the setting. I shouldn't say it's unlikely, but it's a small window of time. But it is a pretty big issue. So I wonder if there is uh can sorry, just a second. Maybe there's a way to change update that setting via the API. So once we get the ID, then we could maybe fire back a message to the API and say, "Hey, allow embedding." In other words, maybe we can turn it automatically. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. It could be. Yeah, it's just funny that it literally disables that checkbox. YouTube, what is it? Live streaming API. Let's just check the documentation here. Live streaming API overview. Uh, there's nothing on the page about embed. Claim policy list update. Partial resources. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay, good. Whew, that's good. Yeah, no problem. Can you send the other, reference that it had? Oh, sure, thanks. Alright. Yeah, that they call it ChatGPT for a reason, it's quite chatty. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's good. Maybe we'll, yeah, awesome. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, like, that could be our answer is, like, just let it check. Once it finds it, let it update it, and then it can even do another, a refresh of the iframe. Check once ID is received, then, um, update, embedding, um, setting, then refresh iframe. Okay, cool. Yeah, that might do it. Good stuff. Um, yeah. Oh, it's okay. I can do it later. Yeah. Thank you. I'll let you know how that goes though. So the other thing I wanted to mention, so like now that this is working, because I we did have a bug, an early bug here, did not load when checking search. So that's probably it forgot something in an update. Um, but you can see here, I need to get a new dash icon here. But here you can see we started test April 16, number 2, and we've got the description, the title, the thumbnail, and you'll notice it's the full max res thumbnail. Uh, yeah, the smaller ones are 4 by 3 and they have the black bars on the top and bottom, which is not ideal. Yeah, and then it stores our YouTube video ID as well. So this is useful for creating a query loop um, for our sermons, for sermon archives. So this is literally, if it works, this is literally hands off. As soon as the broadcast starts, it will create a new message in our sermon archive, and it will add it to the loop. Now, the only user experience topic on that is that technically it would add to, I'm just talking, thinking out loud here. Um, Technically, it would add the post to our loop, even while the sermon is still the service is still streaming. So, whether or not we want that, I don't know. Um, it's yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Does Whisper use OpenAI, or is Whisper an OpenAI thing? Okay, the audio. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. That's cool, that's a great idea. Yeah, that could be a subsequent thing for sure. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, just in regards to the video, like I said, technically it would show the live stream during that window of time until they go offline, and then it would be and then it would just be the archive. But I mean, that's not the end of the world. We could potentially check to see if it's still live and do something fancy, but the we have to hit the API. There's no, unfortunately, the other another a deficiency with the YouTube API is there's no way that you can get uh, notified when a stream goes live, and there's numerous posts about that. It would be very nice if the API could push a notification that there's a live stream so that we could subscribe to a um, to listen. So instead, we have to poll it and use up API credits every time we want to check if there's a live stream, which is a problem. Um, but um, technically, we could, you know, uh, maybe do something where like after the service time ends, um, you know, once it elapses, like change the post from a draft to published or something. Um, the only problem with that is, again, we get back to having issues with cron jobs. So, you know, the way WordPress works up, as you know, is we'd have to basically someone has to visit a page to check time things, um, which isn't which isn't great. Uh, yeah, yeah. So I guess it's not the end of the world if we're showing the live stream in the sermon archive. I mean, Ironically, it's what we talked about doing earlier potentially. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, exactly. Well, I talked to Cloudway support and they said really there's no way to programmatically manage their cron jobs. You have to do it manually. So if we're doing things like, oh, this live stream started, create a cron job, at this time, we just can't really do that. But right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Which is not good for the API credits if we need to check the API. So, but let's just go back to this. Yes, if we did a thing like we did on the HBC demo that we were working on or dev version, we had a thing where the most recent video was prominent and above the fold, and then the rest of the archive was down below. So we could still do that. That could be the sermon archive, and it could be, and again, we could do a unified page if we wanted to, and then the most current video would be either it's already happened um, or it's in progress. You know, and so would yeah. So basically, we'd make this one would be up top prominently, and then we would have the and then we would have our loop down below, and that would be starting from the second most recent post. Um, so our index would start at 1 or 2, or whatever it is. Uh, yeah, yeah, exactly. And we'd have to check with Bricks if we can do that. Maybe we can take a look at that right now. I'll add a block and we'll do a loop. Find this I find their dragging and stuff is a little bit funny. Use query loop. Okay. So post type, let's just say post type, sermons, order by, post on page. Offset, I bet you that's what it is. It's probably, yeah. Yeah. So one. So the only problem, how many do we have right now? Let me just take a quick look. Okay, we got a bunch. So I can try that. And now we need to add some actual content. We'll just do the post title, and it would be post title. Oh, no. Do we have, how do we get our custom post title? I don't remember how to do that. Hmm. I'm, I feel like I'm used to seeing info for the custom post types. Maybe because our plugin created the custom post type, maybe it doesn't have all the right settings to be visible. Um, Let me just take a quick look here. Uh, Um, I wonder if there's a setting that has to be queryable. I wonder publicly queryable. This says public, but I wonder if that's the same. It looks likely. Come on. Let's see here. Public true. While the default settings of exclude from search public are inherited from public, each does not rely on this. Seems like that does mean it's publicly queryable. If it says true, but there also is this publicly queryable. Hmm. Implies exclude from search publicly queryable. True. Yeah. Show in rest. Okay, let's have a quick because I think we can get the. I'm pretty sure we can get the video ID. Well, I guess I'll have to deep drill deeper into this. Um, let's see if this is our. Let's see if this is our proper thing here. Oh, wrong page, maybe. Where was I? Whoops, that page is gone. Oh. Okay. I guess I need to create a new page because I deleted my page. Live stream. Let's try. Okay, sorry. Oops. Can we make a container of the query loop? Sure. Okay, sermons. So now maybe we just make it post title. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Okay, so test 16 is the most test 2, 16 is the most recent one, I believe. So let's just double check that. Try this offset. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. That's what we want. So, okay, good. So yeah, basically that's probably what we could do is we make the most recent one prominent, the rest with the offset on below as the archive, and then it should just handle itself automatically, which is nice. So it sounds like our one big issue we have is bricks not being something going weird with our short code um, in the bricks builder. Yeah, here even just now, even it's just it keeps doing it. That's so interesting because like why I wonder like what would cause this file to load if you don't have your short code in there. Like this, I wouldn't even think this would load at all unless the short code is present, but maybe there's something wrong with our code. Add short code. So this is actually pretty simple. Right now, all we're doing is um, live stream short code. All we're doing is adding this div. So presumably everything else is handled by the JavaScript, um, which is live stream iframe, I guess. Yeah, and then it just gets switched around based on the condition. So yeah, on the page, well, cannot set properties of null, setting inner HTML. So it's having an issue setting. We've got another one here. Live stream iframe is not defined. Cannot set properties of null, so it's happening twice. Basically, it's saying there's nothing in there. So it's almost like it's a part of me is still wondering if Bricks is not somehow hanging on to a piece of the code and it just can't let go. Because, well, let's just see. Hold on a second. I would expect some, something of this to maintain in the source code. Yeah, like this function itself, this like whole function, there's no reference to it in the source code. Page. Live stream. Look at this. Livestream.j YouTube live stream.js. And Q script. Maybe there's an issue with our enqueue script. Enqueue scripts. Maybe it's being too greedy and it's enqueuing it everywhere. Time to talk to our buddy. I'm gonna check one more thing before we think about that. It should be on any page in that case, or maybe. So let's check another page for the reference to the script. Yeah. So I think that's our problem. We don't need to enqueue it unless the shortcode is present, because that would be inefficient to mention this script that has nothing to do with this page and actually load it. So yeah, hard word to spell. Being enqueued. I'll be back as well. I'll send you a message. Yeah, well, we're gonna have lunch soon, or did you already eat your sandwich? No? Okay. Just have a call the water now. Yeah. And then they do this. Yeah. Right. Okay. There you go. I'll be down in a minute. Yes, sir. Okay. You keep your water. Yum. I'll be down in a minute. Hey, I'm back. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Okay, you should just yes. Here's how you can modify the YT and Q scripts function to only enqueue the JavaScript when the shortcode live stream is present on the page. Function live stream and shortcode at. This is I'm in the JS file. Interesting. And Q scripts conditional. Okay. All right. I don't really get that, but okay. I see. Then it has this function. Then then the if. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. All right. So shortcode to display the live stream. We got the add shortcode, and so I'll just place that. Okay. Yay. Okay. Let's check this out. This is going to be good. Okay, we're still getting that. Maybe it's a cache thing. U2 dash. Hmm. I'm gonna try doing it just on a whole new page and just see what happens. I'm also gonna try it here. Okay, it's not in the admin. It is there. Hmm. Um, hmm. Did I upload? Oh, maybe I didn't upload it. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. What is this? Like JT livestream JS extra? Yes, dear? When am I coming down? Uh, I'll come down right away. Okay, I'll have to troubleshoot this, but I think we're on the right track. Um, did not load. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, we better break. I gotta visit with Ellie here. Okay. Oh, thanks for that. It's good to talk to a human being sometimes about this stuff. Oh, but you wanted to give me an update? 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. Okay, sorry. You can give me an update. That'd be good. No, no, that's fine. Hey, hey. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me make this. Let me make this bigger. Just a sec. Okay. Yeah. 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 Cool. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Uh, can we? Oh, sorry. Is there anything else you want to show me on this side? So we get can you show me that? Okay. Could you show me that card again? Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Funny. Okay. Mm, okay. You have 2 there. Okay, nice. Mm, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Just a minute, hon. Cool. Um, okay, my 5 minutes is up. Just briefly, what did you wanna talk about in terms of, TPC? Like, just what's the general topic? Oh, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah.